Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 13 of the season here at Armory Digital. Well, we had a good and entertaining Xfinity race. Had one caution. Or actually, I think two cautions, rather. My apologies there. And then the last race we had, which was Talladega, we had one caution. There we go. Had that part right. So anyways, as we get ready here for Armory, Kat Batson on the pole. This will be credited for the Budweiser Shootout for next season. And then next to her will be Ron Bishop in the 88. Third, Alex Ferranti. Fourth, Kate Anderson. Fifth, Joshua Scully. Sixth, Connor Meyer. Seventh, Johnny Gardner. Eighth, Nathan Hudson. Ninth, John R. Completing the top 10. Alex Drayton. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. Alex Drayton, keep in mind, your previous race winner at Talladega in the 2001 themed race. So, not a bad starting spot for him. Some drivers definitely wanting to redeem, though, after that race weekend. And on the final row, we have Jeffrey Finguy and Keith Batson. So, one Batson starting on the front row. And one Batson starting in the rear of the field. And, oops, got the wrong thing. There we go. The way how it's set up here. And put this on the none before I forget. So, I do not have the points, which I'm going to try real quickly and get this up. I do know for a fact that Trent Dunham is the points leader over Jessica Shelton. And I'm going to try to get super quick. And here we go. Yep, I got that part. Pritchard is third. Commons fourth. Burton fifth. Sicoli sixth. Gardner seventh. Ross eighth. Drayton, after his second win, jumped up to ninth. And Alex Ferranti barely hangs on to the top 10. So I said, let's see fast and get it in there. Anthony McCurry just fell out of it. He is currently 11th, the first one out of it. So there's drivers in the top 10 that don't have a win. They could get into the All-Star race because of it, so we shall see what will happen. Fox tickers up your nose. We're running 39 laps of action. So let's go down tracks to get the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engine!
Command's been given. We're about ready to go out in Seattle in style. It's all 42 cars so far. Rolling on off. So Kat Batts has been on a tear lately. Ever since her top 10 over at Open Road, she has been managing to get some really good finishes. So definitely been a really good sign right there. See, this track really has some great camera angles here, and you can see we're between turn 3 and 4, those lights and that bridge right there. You see a pace car make a sharp turn to pit road right about now. There we go. As he makes his way down pit road. 39 laps of action is going to determine this race. A winner could take play. It could help for the All-Star race heading into Coca-Cola. It could also help try to get into the top 10 in points. We shall see. But at least for Kat Batts' sake, this is definitely help for the Budweiser Shootout next season. Green flag is out. We are underway here at Armory. And Ron Bishop got going. Kat Batson did not. Alrighty, they're getting extremely dicey, and they're near. It's just about 5 wide up in the front of the field. 4 wide for the lead. Man, Cody's trying to go on that second line on the inside right there. And now they're going to at least keep it together for now. But coming to line to complete lap number 1, side by side between Poteen and Olsen. Olsen will lead the lap. Now, interesting enough, there goes a crash. Lap 2. And Kat Batts involved with Joshua Osborne. Zach Rogers, Alex Drayton, your previous race winner, and Benjamin Miles is stuck trying to get through the mess, and we'll get through. Miles trying to get on the course. Same with Rogers. Will do so with ease. The caution immediately out. These guys were way too aggressive. And coming to the line, the points leader, Trent Dunham. This would be huge for him to get some bonus points right here. Coming to this race. And indeed the case, he will easily do so. Spillman last second, not enough. Trouble spot for sure. It's definitely going to be turn number 1. A lot of drivers like to hit that wall right there and just cause a bit of an issue right there. And Jessica Shelton in the rear. Well, I don't see where the 0-2 is here. Oh, there she is. Last score 30th. Car's trying to separate without trying to get plowed right there. And there's some damage on Baranowskis. No, she's good. Oh! Oh my, Meyer and Ron Bishop. Trent down the leader. Let's go look what happened. Well, before we do, there's actually well, not green flag pit stops. What am I saying? There's pit stops under the yellow. May as well keep an eye on this right now before we take a look what brought ourselves our first caution. Back-to-back races where drivers have been plowing one another under the yellow, and all these drivers are just coming in way too hot. Oh man, you just seen right there. I believe that was Osborne just plowed into these guys. I don't know what they're doing here. Hudson with damage in that 11. Michael Walton with damage. Fitzwater with damage. Osborne, Kyle Matthews. Man, just I don't know what these drivers do. Eric Byrne, I seen in the 20s got damage. Oh, John Hart just got nailed by the 11 and ran into Johnny Gardner. Oh, and Anthony McCurry got into him. They're going way fast on pit road here. Ron Bishop, the outside pole sitter with damage, and these guys got to learn to calm down. There you see Burton, he's got front end damage. That 20, that's not what he needed at all. Ember Ross with back end damage. Levi McIntyre with damage. Johnny Gardner was just minding his own business. He just got punted on the side there. McCurry also with damage in that 61. Got to keep an eye on these guys right here. Make sure they're going to be all good. Man, John Art, he just got put into Johnny Gardner, and he just got hit by the 61. And he's making a sign. He's coming back down pit road. What a tough break for the Zaxby Chevrolet. And again, I don't know what these drivers were thinking. Look, if they're going 60 miles an hour on pit road, that's for starters. And they're pacing at 70, but, I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. McCurry is also making an indication he's coming down pit road. I don't blame. Scott Roush thought about coming down pit road. He's going to stay out. Eric Burton's coming down. John Art, I'm not surprised with those two. Rogers back out in the course. Meyer and Drayton are still in pit road. They're going to be trapped a lap down now. Caution's out. Olsen, your leader. Let's go take a look at ourselves our first caution. Well, we're looking from the helicopter angle view, and you're going to see some cars just make a little bit of contact up in the front of the field. I think it's going to start with Drayton and JT Bryant. But you see up ahead how really tight there. That's Coley, Lamas, Arndt, and Alex Ferranti. You see Ron Bishop get the wall. Bryant and the 14 get involved right there. There's Cat Batson, tough breaking. Oh, you just see up ahead. That's the 12 car Gardner. Just get involved. There's Rogers getting involved. It's one of the few cars we've first seen go around. And to be honest, I was expecting a much bigger wreck, but these drivers thankfully not only slow down, but just avoid, and somehow Quentin Moore's going to miss this one. You see Benjamin Miles hitting the brakes. Osborne just kamikaze and just goes into Drayton and Rogers. Miles got a little bit of damage off that, but I think it's really, it's going to really affect the 43. Bunch of drivers in the rear of the field there really getting involved. Now, we got to go to Ron Bishop and Connor Meyer. Let's go to Ron Bishop, actually. Let's go fast forward here. Those drivers stacked up. Let's see where the where that stack up happened. These guys checked up because they didn't know where they're going. These guys are coming in hot. Levi going into more. Everything was fine. Shelton moves out of the way wisely, and right there. Wow. Oh, wow. Kyle Matthews launched the 88 car. Wow, he landed on top of the 51's left front. And that really hurt the 88's car right there. So let's look at what happened. Let's take it back to the green. Welcome back. You've not missed much out of the race after that. They include the following of Cat Batson, Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Ron Bishop, Michael Walton, Nathan Hudson, Connor Meyer, and John Art. They are all out of the race, as well as Anthony McCurry. Alex Strain is 2 laps down 35th, so by the time the cars will get rolling, he will be at least 32nd on the course. As mentioned, there's 32 cars in the lead lap, 33 on the course. So Daniel Olson is leader. My apologies, not 32, 33. Trent Dunham second, Clint Spillman third, Sky Commons fourth, Charles Sanford fifth, RJ Bishop sixth, Seth Cole seventh, Alex Ferranti 8th, Josh Pascoli 9th, completing the top 10, Zach Flicker. Good thing for Ferranti with the way how he's going. If he stays in a pretty good spot, he'll be in the All-Star race for sure, just by position. 11th through 20th is Scott Roush, Dylan Pote, Cody Lamas, Phil Parker, Jeffrey Finguy, Brett Pritchard, James Qualls, JT Bryant, Audrey Baranowskis, and Kyle Keith. Green flag back underway here at Armory Digital. And I have no idea how these guys randomly stacked up. That's kind of weird because I thought the way how they were. And wow, Clint Spillman cut right in front of RJ Bishop and nearly caused an accident because of that 14 car. That was a risky move. Also, good to see Clint Spillman up here. This is a time he really needs. He's in the bottom of the points and really needs a good run. The same could be said for Dylan Pote in the 31, Scott Roush in the 18, Audrey Baranowskis in the 46, who's dead last in the points, and Keith Batts in the 39 as well. Both KAB cars not having a good season. Kyle Keith up in the pack right here, looking for a good run. JT Bryant's also looking for a good run as Alex Drayton's coming down pit road. Kev Shear's not doing well in the standings. He's up in the pack. 14 car, only one down pit road. Olsen will lead that lap right there. Sky Commons all over the rear bumper. Next week will be Commons home track. We go to Las Vegas. So that'll be a track he is looking forward to for sure. He'll be running the Vegas Golden Knights scheme there. And here comes Spillman up to the point. Trying to at least take the lead from Daniel Olson, the 21. The Gardner Racing Motorcraft Ford against the Clint Idiot 13 Racing John Deere Chevrolet. And now the Ferranti Racing Metallica Ride the Lightning Chevrolet. All 3 wide for the lead. Got 2 single car teams and a big team right there. And now you got Tweenix Racing working up here. Got both the Tweenix Racing cars, the 31 and the 33, up in front of this pack right here. Brett Pritchard, who nearly won Talladega. Hopefully that's some momentum right there. He's actually having a pretty good season for once, which is good to see. He's definitely rebounded for sure. But it's the old saying goes, he would like a win for sure. Sun Energy 1 Chevrolet now under fire from Phil Parker. Cody Lamas says, wow, James Qualls just about tagging the apron as the 14's coming back up the track. Wow, and Phil Parker just about sideswiped it. Oh, Keith Batson really got held up right there. He's trying to get by. Now, oh, man. Batson now finally going to get by, and I think him and Quentin Moore and Kate Anderson, they're going to barely get into that pack still. But, wow, what was the 14 thinking? Johnny Gardner in the 12 with his damage. He's off the pace. Zach Rogers, Zachary Fitzwater, Benjamin Miles, Ember Ross. And the ones really off the pace are McIntyre, Eric Burton. Oof. 4 wide for second. Now we'll set out the 3 wide. Thanks to Cody Lamas staying on that high line there. And now Jeffrey Finguy working down low, working with Jessica Schultz. Oh, Cody just got turned. Around goes Pritchard, Clint Spillman. Cody Lamas got whacked by Joshua Sokoli and the caution's out. Oh, look out, guys. Sokoli was the one who nailed the 48, and that's going to be a tough blow for Cody Lamas, and his car's smoking. Same with Sokoli. Caution will be out as Commons up in the lead. James Qualls getting the run on the high line there. Can he get the lead coming at the line? Side by side to the stripe. It's going to be Sky Commons. As we're on lap 11 of 39 here. They're 4 wide right now. Under that second spot. And they need to settle down for sure. And Qualls now will be in his line position there. Now these guys got to make sure they get up to that pace car and, get going without anyone plowing. Keith Batson wisely trying to go low just in case. I think these guys will be okay here, so that's a good sign right there. These guys really need to tone down that speed, especially into 3 here. Clint Spillman, Dylan Potey, they fell behind Levi McIntyre and Eric Burton. So they need to make sure that not only they get around them quickly, but without any issues there for both the John Deere Chevrolet and the Caterpillar Chevrolet. And Brett Pritchard, I'm not surprised. Oh, yeah, all 3 of those cars coming down pit road. And JT Bryant coming down pit road. Another car, too, Daniel Olson. Restarted as the leader. Will surrender his position because of his damage of what he's got. They're going to fix that right side. There you see Sicoli. He's out of the race right there. So Olson, Bryant. Oh, and Emma Ross just blew the motor. I just seen the 77, that purple car there. Yeah, there she is. That League of Legends KOA Toyota. And that is it for her. She is done. So Toyota has blown the motor. That's probably going to be alarming to her teammates there of Eric Burton and Scott Roush. Primarily Scott Roush on the 18 because he's the car that's not damaging off the pace. Actually, where is the 18? Wait, did the 18 out of the race? Oh, whoa. And Ross, that's it for her. Oh, 18's out of the race. My bad. Well, I guess really that worries some issues, and that's going to be gone. And Arch Angel Racing just having a miserable day. Mainly Eric Burton's got to find a way to survive. And, man, what do you do if you're JT Bryant, Brett Pritchard, Dylan Potey, and Clint Spillman, and Daniel Olson? You got to find a way to get around primarily Eric Burton and Levi McIntyre. Because remember, they are not lapped down. They're on the lead lap, and the major one that they got to worry about is that 14. Caution's out. Sky Commons, your leader. Let's take a look for ourselves. Our second caution. Well, you're looking here at Cody Lamas and Brett Pritchard. Their cars number 48 and 8. Both the Chevys. And I'm trying to see where the main issue happened. I guess Cody was going really high. Pritchard just was trying to go low. I don't know what Cody was probably trying to do. Just put up the course a little too much there. Pritchard got him into that corner. Got into Olson. There's Dylan Potey and Clint Spillman from the 8 car. Look at the 24, actually got 2 wheels off the ground there. Now, I see the 48 spinning. Audrey Baranowski's nice miss right there. Sicoli just can't see through that smoke. It just goes just about full speed. It goes right into the front of the 48. Look at the debris flying off the 48 car. Lucky break, though, for... Oh, Scott Roush. That's where he gets involved. I was wondering how he got involved, and that explains everything right there. Aflac Toyota also involved, I did not see. But I think the ones who got really lucky there were Spillman, Potey, and Pritchard. Primarily Pritchard and Potey. I don't know about Spillman because he really got some air from getting hit right there. And Cody Lamas and Sicoli, you already seen, they're out of the race. That's 2 is the 18. Caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. So pace cars giving us 1 lap to go. We're about ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Let's get you your top 10 rundown. Sky Commons, your leader. 2nd, James Qualls. 3rd, Phil Parker. 4th, Trent Dunham. 5th, Jeffrey Finguy. 6th, Charles Sanford. 7th, Jessica Sheldon. 8th, Alex Ferranti. 9th, Kyle Keith. Completing the top 10, Seth Cole. Interesting top 10. Green flag back underway for Sky Commons in the 17. Who pretty much hasn't had a good season. It's kind of mediocre right now. Out of the race after that incident, they include the following of Scott Roush, Joshua Sicoli, Cody Lamas, and apparently the 77 retired because of an accident, which that's surprising there. And then Alex Drayton is 3 laps down 30th, so once the 14 passes, I think, the 77 one more time around, which will probably be at the line this time by, he will be scored 29. 28 cars on the lead lap, 29 out in the course. Well, for right now, you can kind of see those cars that aren't damaged and off the pace. Their goal is obviously to get around the ones that are off the pace. So far, they're doing A-okay, but I think the main worry that they're having to worry about is going to be that 14 car. You can see who's definitely an issue. He's holding up Johnny Gardner right now and Quentin Moore. Surprised he's holding up the Fords out of all the manufacturers. Wow, they're literally splitting that 14. And wow, Gardner pushing him up right in front of Olsen. I think if my memory serves me correctly, Olsen may have blocked Gardner in one of the races before. And I guess Gardner said, well, karma's coming. Now the 24, Clint Spillman, trying to work around the 14 on the high line. That's probably not where you want to be, and I believe that will be everybody trying to get around all the slow and damaged cars. Unless Benjamin Miles, he's kind of not that off the pace, but I doubt it because that 14's right there. And let's see. Yeah, that really isn't going to be much of an issue there. Miles would like to get around him, but yeah, that's at least a good sign right there. But these guys, they're going to try to work together. Rogers got a bit of front-end damage from that first caution. You can see that buckle in that Monster Energy Ultra Zero Dodge there for Bulldog Racing. So they're working around him. So they're going to be a little bit behind from the main pack. Poti hoping they can reel in Quentin Moore, so that way they can get into that pack. But in the meantime, there's 16 cars in this pack right here. For now, Seth Cole out in front. Keith Batson, Kev Shearer. Look at some of the guys that are in the bottom of the points there. Again, as mentioned, Kev Shearer in the 00. Kate Anderson in the 3. Audrey Bernalskis in the 46. Kyle Keith in the 42. All those drivers I mentioned right there, they are not doing well in the points. This is a huge points day for him as Kev Shearer led a lap. The Starcom Chevrolet. Ring a scheme he's running for the first time this season. Now Zach Flickinger going to go to the point. Look at Trent Dunham swing the car down low as that Sonic All-Star Chevrolet. Got to remember in the battle for that top 2 in the points right there, Trent Dunham and Jessica Sheldon are both in this main pack right here. Dunham's got a teammate right behind him of Kate Anderson. I know he's got the 42, and then affiliate teammate Zach Flickinger right to his outside. Other than that, Brett Pritchard, a little bit of ways back, and then involved from that other caution. And out of the race there. Looking at the line, side by side. Dunham going to lead the lap. And here comes Sheldon. No, how about Quentin Moore to the point? Comments in the wall. Qualls just got a little piece of bumping into the 17. That's going to help Dylan Poti and a few others to catch up. Gardner's lost touch with the pack there. And JT Bryant, Clint Spillman, Brett Pritchard, Daniel Olson, Dylan Poti, they have all caught the pack. So now we've got some returning players into this battle now. As we're on lap 19 of 39. Next time by will be 20 laps to go. Here comes Kyle Keefe to the point. RJ Bishop, 2 very well-known veterans, side by side, and Seth Cole behind. The veterans making their point right here. Bishop, Keith, Cole, been around for the series for quite some time. Cole's been around since the very first season of Cup. To the line. Seth Cole with an edge right there over the 42. He wanted that lap led, and he made sure of it. Now Keith Batson, James Qualls working together. Them two, they may be different manufacturers, and they're not teammates, but they know each other really well, so they can work together with ease. And now Dylan Poti, Daniel Olson, they have been sticking together this whole time since that being separated. Well, that's going to change. Daniel Olson swings low. And heavy rumors circulating about that 21, primarily with the fact of Daniel Olson that Rob Evans may be taking over that Cup ride, and Olson may be downgraded to Xfinity there. Has been confirmed by Gardner for when they make the move from the merger of Gardner Racing to EGM. As of course, as mentioned, Rob Evans has been showing up at the tracks, especially being at the pit window for the 12 team. So that way he can watch the races and get the feel of seeing how the cars are running there. Now, of course, next season, as mentioned, we are moving over to the MEN Cup 19 mod. So one only run here for the MEN Cup 18 here, as you can see. So Ford Fusion will no longer be a thing. It'll be Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, and Toyota Camry. As man, look at this pack. 4 wide for third. Like I said before, man, turn 1's going to be the trouble spot throughout this race. James Qualls going to lead 2 laps. You betcha he will. He'll lead that lap too. And I'll tell you, it's good if you could lead laps under the caution, because that could guarantee you your 5 bonus points right there. Or, excuse me, your extra 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. See, you get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. That's big. All you need to do is lead 1 lap, but you can get an extra 5 for leading the most. Eric Burton, Levi McIntyre on the front straight. The leaders off of turn 3 right about now, so they're quite a ways back. Benjamin Miles, Alex Straighton, Zachary Fitzwater off turn 2. Rogers in the back straight, Johnny Gardner in the back straight. They're probably hoping for a yellow. Gardner probably isn't off the pace. Then again, he really sustained some damage because of the 0-5 and all that with the pit road incident. But man, look at him go. 3-4 wide apiece at the line. I'm telling you, it's good to see some of those drivers who are in the bottom of the points. Even Phil Parker, forgot to mention, he's in the bottom of the points too. They are up here. If Baranowskis can lead a lap, that would be huge. Now, my memory serves me correctly about the 46. She has not had any top 5s nor top 10s. She's trying to do that today. Look at Finn guy swinging down low. Got some grip. And that edge is really going to work out. It's all behind Phil Parker in car number 15 at Safe Flight Autoglass Toyota. Now Finn guy, Kev Shearer, Jessica Shelton, they're all working together. Now working on the inside line. Man, 4 wide for the lead. Look at him go. 4 wide for, that's position number 5. Man, they're racing crazy out here. So I'm looking at the teams outside of the single car stables here that we've mentioned. EGM's got all 3 of their cars. Shelton and Sanford represent S3. Both of Tweenix Racing's cars are still there. The only MWR car is JT Bryant. And James Qualls representing Johanna Atwood there. And we only got 1 representative of Meyer Racing, which is Phil Parker. And 1 representative of HRT there. As mentioned, Sega Keith has got 4 representatives. My apologies. And the only non who's, of course, out of the race, which we already have documented, John Art. Oh, man, a bit of contact between Flickinger and Sky Commons. Keep it together for now. Look at them going intense 3-4 wide racing. And you can see they're slowly catching Levi McIntyre and Eric Burton. This pack knows they're catching up to those 2, and they're going to have to make a move. For Gardner, it's just a little too late, man. He's way far back. He's like 7 miles off the pace. There really ain't going to be much. James Qualls, look at him go. Did he lead that lap right there? Yes, he did over Cade Anderson, barely. That's, I think, the 3rd lap he's led in this race. Now here comes Dunham, Baranowskis, and Phil Parker. RJ Bishop also coming along. What do you do if you're Eric Burton and Levi McIntyre? Who do you hold up there? Especially if you're Eric Burton. There's no one representing Archangel Racing. And Levi McIntyre, well, he's a single car team. And oh no, they're battling. Oh no, that's not good. Come on, Burton, get in line. Baranowskis trying to get by it all. And will do so. Dunham going to get by. And the middle line's going to get held up. Oh, and McIntyre trying to block the low line. Could do it. And McIntyre also goes down the middle. Flickinger just got by. And these guys are really getting checked up badly. Oh, Shelton really getting held up in the process too, and now we'll finally break free. We are still green, you can see, especially to those dotted blue lines you see on that outside line right there. Oh, RJ Bishop's in the worst position, same for Dylan Potey. Squeezed on the outside line with the lap cars all right there. They got to get by. They got to get out of the way. Commons swings low. Look at McIntyre trying to block Commons there. Oh, man, Bishop and Potey riding that high line, and McIntyre's trying to block the high line. Oh, man, RJ Bishop, Dylan Potey, they got the worst end of that one there. Now, if they can work together, they can get up into that pack. You can see Jessica Sheldon, Kyle Keith, they're going to reel themselves back into that main pack. All well reeled in Audrey Baranowskis, who led that lap. That is huge for the 46 team because they have not had a good season at all. It has been absolutely misery there. Commons, RJ Bishop, Dylan Potey, they're all trying to get up there. Potey kind of losing ground on RJ Bishop and Sky Commons. He is trying to do what he can to reel them in. Meanwhile, that pack's starting to form again. I believe, by the way, too, we may go green flag racing the rest of the way. Next slow car they would approach is Alex Drayton. He is coming off of turn 2 right now. The leaders are heading to the start-finish line, so they will encounter him at some point. Baranowski's leading that lap. So, folks, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. Just going to take a very quick phone call here. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Apologies for that there, folks. I had an important phone call that was going on there. Just had to take care of. Anyways, Kyle Keith out in the front, and here comes the co-owners, I should say, of SKM. Trent Dunham second. Trent Dunham and Kyle Keith of SKM out in the point. Anderson. Man, I'll tell you what. Oh, 5 wide in the pack right there. That's not good. Finn Guy and Seth Cole, they were literally leaning on each other. Oh, no, they're 5 wide for second. Look at this. They're all behind Dunham. Oh, they got it. Oh, they make contact, and somehow they're going to keep it together. Parker and Keith in the wall. Now Kyle Keith rim riding the wall. He holds up Jessica Shelton. Oh, my goodness. How did they not wreck right there? They were 3 wide sideways a bit, and they kept it together. See, Dylan Potey lost the draft right there. Shelton and Keith, they're in the tail end of that pack. They're trying to do what they can to get up there. Potey just hoping and praying that if a wreck happens, he's going to avoid it. They're catching up to Alex Drayton once more, and possibly they may catch up to Zachary Fitzwater, Benjamin Miles, and Zach Rogers. Maybe Johnny Gardner, too. If so, we're going to be in for a show. Dunham, another lap led for the second All-Star Chevrolet there. Now here comes Pritchard going down low for second on Kev Shearer. Now I believe my memory serves me correctly about Kev Shearer. His last win in the Cup Series was back at Atlanta. Back in Season 4. Yes, indeed the case. It was his last season. It was Season 4 or Season 5. Regardless of the case, though, he's on a huge winless streak. And this would be big for the 00 team. The Shearer Triggered Incorporated car in a very good, well-needed run. Because his season story has not been pleasant. And this race has been shaping up better than Talladega. Another 5 wide scenario coming to the front. They're also catching Alex Drayton once more. Oh, keep it together, guys. RJ Bishop leads the lap 4 wide for the lead. Who's he going to hold up? He's going to hold the middle line. RJ Bishop will get by. Spillman trying to... Oh, look out. Spillman seeing the opening. He went down low. I don't blame him. This helped Kyle Keith and Jessica Sheldon get into the pack. Brett Pritchard getting held up. JT Bryant and others. Now the outside line getting held up. They literally shoved that 14 car up the course, and I don't blame him. That was a good call. Now James Qualls and JT Bryant are trying to get by. Qualls will get by. Now JT Bryant trying to follow. Oh, he went to the high line. That was a mistake by the Auto Trader Ford. Still stuck behind him. And we'll get by. Dylan Potey has lost the pack there. I think JT Bryant may be in the same boat right there because James Qualls, he's going to be good to go. He's in the pack. Now the next set of cars they're going to probably approach is Zachary Fitzwater, Benjamin Miles, Zach Rogers, and Johnny Gardner. Especially if we stay green. Up in the front, Cav Shear coming to the point. This would feel like a big Cinderella story win for Cav Shear if he can pull off this win. The well-known NRSL sponsored Ping Sock triggered car out there for Starcom and Shear Trigger Incorporated trying to win this race. But Trent Dunham has literally had the best car out here at Armory Digital. He's got to hold off a good friend of his, Seth Cole, coming in strong on the inside line. Dunham will lead that lap. Now Seth Cole back to the point, taking the lead. Shear's going to go a little bit high there. He almost pulled what Cody Lamas did right there earlier on. And wisely, they're sticking to 4 wide. I don't blame them, but 5 wide just does not seem like a great idea. JT Bryant losing that pack more and more. He's hoping those slower cars get reeled in quickly enough so that we can get into that pack. But it's not looking good. Seth Cole, though, now trying to hold up Audra Baranowskis. Now, the fact that she led a lap, that's a great sign. And Kat Batson, I believe, did lead a lap, too. So, I believe, yes, the bottom 4 drivers in the standings did lead a lap. Baranowskis will lead another lap right here. Throwing shades of her Xfinity run that she's had. Or Xfinity series that she's ran here. Oh, Trent Dunham in the wall. This is going to help. A little bit JT Bryant, maybe not a whole lot. Bryant's really lost the pack there. Oh, man. Time is ticking here. 4 laps to go when we cross the line. Pritchard in second. Spillman up to third. I guarantee you, if Miles, Fitzwater, and Rogers all battle for position, it's not going to be good. You can see Gardner is a little bit faster than Rogers, Fitzwater, and Miles. However, Gardner, he's all by himself. He's actually getting reeled in by those 3. Pote got by Alex Drayton, you see right there, and they may even catch up to Burton and McIntyre. I doubt it, but oh man, if they do, that's spelling trouble there. Finn guy leading the lap. What racing are we having here? Comments. Now 3 wide for third. Oh, Baranowskis there. I seen that there. The 46 nearly turned the 24, and here they come to all 4 drivers. Fitzwater, Miles, Rogers, and Gardner, they have all caught him. They're battling for the lead, and they're battling for position there. Oh, no. Oh, guys, settle it out quick, because here come the leaders. Pritchard settled out with Finn Guy. Where are they going to go? Oh, they're all going to get held up here. Finn Guy trying the eye line. No go. Now Pritchard really swings low. Car in the wall, that's Quentin Moore in the 34. He really is getting the wall. And Flickinger barely getting it by there. Now they're approaching on Zach Rogers and Johnny Gardner. Kyle Keith out in front, but he swung up high. What is the 42 doing? Ah, man, they may even catch up to those 2 cars within the final lap. Look at Dunham. Kyle Keith using that high line with help of Brett Pritchard. But there's no grip right there. There's no run. Dunham's going to swing by all of them, though. All these drivers just about got by Fitzwater and Miles. That's going to probably seal the deal for JT Bryant and Dylan Pote. And especially if the caution comes out. Now the race is over. 2 to go. Now they've gotten by Zach Rogers. Now working on Johnny Gardner in the 12. 1.5 laps to go. They are going to catch Eric Burton and Levi McIntyre. They're battling for position. One last round of lap traffic. They have been a pain all race long. And now here they go once more. Can Dunham get by? Dunham's going to get checked up. Olsen's going to get checked up. Everybody's going to get checked up. Dunham's going to get by, however. Here comes Seth Cole, James Qualls, Kate Anderson, Phil Parker on the inside line. White flag when we come to the line for Trent Dunham. One more lap. Dunham trying to hold on for dear life there. Look at James Qualls. Now here comes Parker and Jeffrey Finguy. Common swings low. Alex Ferranti swinging low on Quentin Moore. Phil Parker trying to represent Mayo Racing. Connor Meyer already won for the team. Now Phil Parker trying to represent. Finguy goes to the high line. Pays the price. Here comes Sky Commons. Commons knows how to run super speedways. He's won a super speedway before Daytona. Here comes James Qualls coming to the point with a huge shaft. Possibly he's got no one helping him. Now Ferranti and Audrey Baranowski's helping. Baranowski's going to get top 5 and 10. Coming to the line. Here comes Ferranti down low. Qualls may get the line. But wait, here comes Parker on the outside. Coming to the line to the stripe. It's going to be Phil Parker winning it on a voice crack, which I don't care. But Parker wins it. Holy cow. Mayo Racing has just got their second win of the year. And it's going to go to the 15 team. What a finish. Wow. Holy cow, I've voice cracked, I've lost my breath. That was another entertaining finish for the Cup drivers here. And another SS, and they have done it again. Mayo Racing, 2 races in the last 3 have won. Meyer won at Chicagoland, and now Phil Parker is a first-time Universal Orlando Cup Series winner and first-time NRSL winner here at Armory. That's the second driver, too, that's ever won their first career race at Armory. Another one that I remember was Emmanuel Hartnett for the Xfinity Series. Unreal. James Qualls, oh, so close. He'll come away second, but that is a great finish, though. That's going to definitely boost him up in the top 10 of points for sure. Alex Ferranti, he's definitely staying in the top 10. He'll end up third. Sky Comet's a great run. Nearly had it towards the end, but he'll fall to fourth. Baranowskis, that is probably going to be one of the best feel-good stories right there. Let me, we'll check at the standings, like, in a bit there. That is our first official Cup top 5 and top 10 right there. Trent Dunham will come away sixth, though. He will still be the points leader over Jessica Shelton. At least he'll still be ahead, rather. Jeffrey Finguy will be 7th, I think, actually. Yep, he will still be the points leader. So, at least heading into Las Vegas, Dunham will still be the points leader there. 7th, Finguy. 8th, Kyle Keith. That's really big for the 42 team. They're 40th in the standings as of right now, I believe. Seth Cole, 9th, and Quentin Moore completing the top 10. So congrats to Phil Parker in the victory. Here's your top 20. As follows, the top 20 finished in the main pack right here. Kev Shear will come away 11th, 12th, Kate Anderson. Keith Batson, 13th. RJ Bishop, 14th. Jessica Sheldon, 15th. Zach Flickinger, 16th. Charles Sanford, 17th. Brett Pritchard, 18th. 19th, Daniel Olson completing the top 10, or top 20 rather. Clint Spillman. Last 2 cars finished on the lead lap include JT Bryant and Dylan Potey. They really lost touch with the pack there because of the lap traffic there. As Phil Parker's going to continue to celebrate right there. So 22 cars finished on the lead lap and 29 drivers finished the race. 30th on down, all out after that incident there. So real quickly looking at the standings from some of those drivers we mentioned. Baranowskis, yep, as mentioned, she was 2 points behind Zach Rogers. And that was her first top 5 right there. And Zach Rogers kind of have a decent run. Kyle Keith, he was 40th in the points, like as mentioned, and that's really going to help for sure. That's his second top 10 of the year. Kat Batson with that poor run, that's really going to hurt right there. I don't know. I don't think she may fall dead last right there because of that. Phil Parker, get this here. The winner was actually 38th in the points before this race. 38th in the points. So for right now, that is the worst driver with the win, which will definitely propel him up to the front. Cody Lamas will probably be the worst driver as of right now with the win from where he is at in the points. Let's see. Clint Spillman, 31st. RJ Bishop was 30th. Kate Anderson was 37th in the points. Jeffrey Finguy was 36th right there. Wow, a bunch of drivers at the bottom of the points there with a great run there. Quentin Moore was 27th. Keith Batson was 28th. Kevin Shear was 24th. So not a bad points day right there. Now the big one right there is that 10th area there. Now Ferranti is mentioned. He was actually in a 3-way tie with Ember Ross and Alex Drayton. Well, Ember Ross took the worst end of it. Alex Drayton was a spot behind. Ferranti's definitely going to stay. There's no doubt about it. And for Drayton, I mean, for right now, I don't think he really has to worry about the top 10 until, like, when it comes to the, like, catching up to the chase. unless another driver really gets a win, he has to worry about it, but he's going to fall out of the top 10. I don't know by how much, but I know for sure he's definitely going to fall out of it there. Looking at some other notables there, Sicoli, he's going to probably fall out of the top 10 too, because between Ferranti and Sicoli, it was a matter of 8 points. So that is confirmed. He's going to be out of the top 10 for sure. And actually, my mistake about Brett Pritchard, he's actually been really consistent. Sky Commons also been really consistent. He's had 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s coming into this race weekend. So James Qualls at second place. That's, again, like I mentioned, that's really going to confirm him back in the top 10 for sure. He'll probably be up in the near top 5 there. So great run for him. Dylan Pote, JT Bryant, they were 16th and 17th respectively and only separated by 5 points, so they'll still be like right within each other. Bryant was ahead of Pote by 1 point, so that really confirmed it. Well, those are some key notables with the points and all. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, part the NRSL, but hit that subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL, where racing is living. Till then, goodbye everybody from Armory. We will see you at Las Vegas for the last race before the All-Star race weekend. Till then, goodbye everybody, and here come the points at the end of the video like always. Adios.